Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a review on the Revlon Colorstay Skin Awaken Caffeine Plus Vitamin C Concealer. It's a 5-in-1 concealer from Revlon, and I'm really excited to give it a try for you guys. So if you guys are interested in this type of video and you guys would love to see my thoughts on this new concealer, then please continue watching. Let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to go ahead and do first is read the claims on this concealer. So on the Revlon website, it does state on here that it's a 5-in-1 multitasking concealer, erases, perfects, brightens, hydrates, and refreshes skin for a flawless awake look. Up to 24-hour wear, formula visibly awakens skin with caffeine and vitamin C. Creamy, buildable formula hides imperfections and dark circles and brightens skin while camouflaging puffiness. All the good things that we love. 24-hour wear, huh? It's in a little small packaging. I don't feel like it has like a whole lot of like product in here. I don't really know how many shades they had at Walmart. They had like multiple shades. I do think also that they do have a color corrector, if I'm not mistaken. I was asked by one of my girls here on YouTube to also pick up the color correct, but I didn't go back to the store, and when I did go back to the store, I completely forgot to do that, so my apologies. But normally I sometimes do go in with some color correct if I'm really experiencing like some really dark circles. Right now I don't feel like they're as bad, but when I am having one of those days, I normally go in with my Neutrogena in the color peach. This one right here cancels out my like dark circles, and when I apply concealer, it just looks so awake and bright. So if you are looking for that, like a really affordable color corrector for your under eye, I would go with the Neutrogena one. Oh, okay, so I thought it was gonna have like a little brush, but it actually has like a little puffer right here. You see that? I love the fact that it has like this little puffer. A lot of people don't like this. A lot of people feel like these type of things or these type of applicators hold a lot of bacteria. I don't know. I never even really had a concealer, I don't think, that had this puffer, but I'm here for it. I like it. So with one eye, I'm gonna do a beauty blender. The other eye, I'm gonna use a concealer brush. I'm gonna go with this one. I know this isn't really like a concealer brush. This one is actually more for like shaping your contour. But I feel like for me, it gets like really good in there, and I normally do use it for my concealer. So I'm gonna use this one because I cleaned it and it's ready to go. Let's start with this eye first. Oh, and the shade that I picked up is medium 040. Oh, that's a really light shade. You know what, you guys? I probably should have applied a little bit of foundation on my skin. Forgot about that. Let me go ahead and just blend this in and see how this blends. Oh, okay. That actually blended in really nicely under the eye. I feel like it really took care of those dark circles compared to this one. Like, look at how much more awake this one does look. Really quickly, I'll just kind of do it with you guys. Really quickly, I am just gonna grab a little bit of this foundation and just kind of cover up like some of the blemishes that I have. Yeah. I'm filming. I applied some foundation because I normally have to apply concealer on top of my foundation. So I went in with my dose of colors in the color medium tan. I am going to just grab a little bit more of this concealer, and I'm just going to place it right here and see if I can get more of a coverage and see if it really cancels out these like dark circles that I have going on. The color I feel is really good. Like, I like the color. I feel like the color is like really not too light, but still gives me a little bit more of like the norm, like my actual concealer color that I like, which is always more closer to my foundation or my skin tone. Not really my skin tone, my foundation, I would say. Okay, it blends really nice with the brush. I do feel like I do have some coverage going on. I do feel like it's kind of hydrating. It's not thick at all. I do feel like you can for sure let it set a little bit longer, so that way it can really catch. And if the longer you let your concealer sit, the more coverage you'll get out of it, depending on the concealer, because some concealers you can't do that. You really have to work fast. This one I really feel like I could let it sit for a while, let that kind of sink into my skin, and then blend, and I'll still get that really good coverage. But that's with 2 layers. I do feel like I do have like a more brightening under eye. Like, look at the difference. Like, I look really tired over here and really awake over here. I'm gonna go in on this side here and just let this one kind of sit for a second, just so that way I can see how good it blends with my e.l.f. sponge that I have right here. I'll let that sit for a few seconds. I am just gonna go ahead and blend it out. So I feel like with the sponge you do get coverage, but you get very little coverage, and it still blends really nice though. So I feel like it does blend really nicely with the sponge, but I feel like you get more coverage with brush. I'm just gonna apply a little bit more. I'm gonna do it on both, honestly, with the sponge. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, that blends really nicely right here. So I think you can go in with both, actually. This is what it looks like so far. I do feel like it gives you a very awake look. I actually like it a lot. I will say the color is pretty good. I don't know if it's because I'm like really, like my dark circles aren't as bad right now, but they're not good either. So I feel like my dark circles were just not too bad. Maybe this concealer will be sitting a little bit more brighter under the eye. So this is what it looks like so far. I do feel like it blended really nicely. I do feel like it gives some good coverage. I feel like it's hydrating. It's not a very matte type of formula, which I like. And then you also can like let it sit for a little bit and blend it out, and it'll still blend really nicely. The color looks good. I do kind of feel like I am seeing a little bit of darkness under my, like right in this area, and it's probably because I just haven't really been taking care of my sleep, and maybe I'm just really having some bad dark circles going on. I don't know. Maybe I should have tried it with that color corrector, but I'll probably try it out in the future. I just feel like right now it looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my Charlotte Tilbury powder. I'm hitting pan on it, you guys. I need to get a new one. I'm still like, am I gonna get the big one? The Sephora sale is here, so I'm like, maybe I should just go ahead and get it. I'm gonna go ahead and grab like a little puffer and just grab the product here. This is my favorite way to set my under eye lately. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab and then just set right under my eye. I feel like this powder really does set just really nicely. Okay, so I set the under eye. The under eye looks good. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is just do the rest of my makeup really quick, and then I will be right back. All right guys, let's go ahead and let's talk about this concealer. I don't know, I'm just trying to like really kind of analyze it for you guys. I've been wearing it now for like 30 minutes, and I already set it, as you guys saw, and I did a little bit of my makeup. I honestly, right now as I'm looking at it, I don't know if it's just me or what is it, but I do notice that it's starting to set into like my under eye lines. And I know that like my Forever Dior one does not do that. This is like my go-to concealer. Also my NYX one doesn't do that, and other concealers that I have just don't do that right away, but this one did. So I'm just kind of like, and then also too, I don't know what it is, but I do feel like it's like my under eyes, they look very grayish, and like I said earlier, it could be the fact that like I am experiencing like more dark circles than like normal. On the claims, it's supposed to brighten your under eyes, cancel out dark circles, give you like a really pretty finish. I don't know if that's really like the case for me right now. I kind of feel like it's just getting a little drying under my eye, and it's also setting into my lines, and it's not really giving me like that really awake under eye that I was hoping for. Normally on my other concealers, I don't really even have to go in with color correct. They just take care of that for me. But this one, I'm a little bit like, it doesn't look bad and it doesn't look horrible. Like, I don't know if you guys could probably tell, but it doesn't look really bad. Like, I'm not mad at how it looks on my skin. I'm just kind of like, because of the claims, I'm like, you're supposed to be doing these things. I don't know. I don't know. What I am gonna do though is just kind of wear it for a little bit longer. Right now it is 4:30 p.m. I am testing this out like later in the day, but I am gonna have it on for a little while, just kind of see how it wears. let you guys know. It's supposed to be a 24-hour wear, but honestly, like, I'm not gonna do a 24-hour wear. I will probably just wear it till like late tonight and then come back and let you guys know what I feel about it. But so far, I'm just in between. So let's just see how it sits. And I'll be back in a few to let you guys know my full thoughts. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this concealer. So I've had it on now. It's already 10 p.m. I've had it on for about 5 hours or so. So far, the concealer has been sitting okay. The only thing that I would notice is that, I don't know if it's just me or what, but I noticed like under my eye got like, it's just lighter as time went on. Like it just started getting more lighter under my eye. And I think that's what it means by it is a caffeine plus vitamin C. So I've never really looked into concealers that have like, or their ingredients has like caffeine. I don't know if that means like it's going to really brighten up the under eye. Maybe I should have looked that up before I started this video, but I've never had a concealer where like it really started to get really light under my eyes versus like all of my other concealers that just kind of stay subtle and don't change color. But this one, as I was noticing, like within 2 hours of wearing it, my under eye was getting brighter, and I was like, maybe that's why it says caffeine plus vitamin C. But with that, like honestly, I don't really like the way it looks with, if that's what it does, if that's what it oxidizes to a more lighter base, because I just feel like it just made my under eye just look like my dark circles like show a little bit more. And I kind of look like very tired now. I don't know. I just already before I noticed that my dark circles were peeking through still. But now with it like getting lighter, I just noticed it peeking through more and it was starting to look more gray in this area. It also looks a little bit drying, to be really honest. Like it has definitely sinked into like my creases right under here. And it's definitely sinked into these creases right here. And it just looks so dry. I don't know if I'm just experiencing like really like dry under eyes or something, but I don't think that's the case because I did my makeup yesterday and I used my same old Dior concealer. I also always go in with the NYX one. Like those are like my two favorite ones right now, and it doesn't get like this. So I'm kind of thinking that it's just really the concealer. So it just looks really drying. I don't love the way it looks right here. Like this is just not my favorite. I like my under eyes to look really like youthful, and like I actually did sleep more than 8 hours. I don't know, you guys. I'm sorry. I just don't know if I'm feeling this concealer or not. I think if anything, if I were to like try this concealer out again, I think tomorrow what I might do is just go in with my color corrector, my Neutrogena one, and I'll use this one together and just kind of see how it wears, see if I like it. I'm not going to give up on it yet. I might just hold on to it and just kind of give it a try a little bit longer. From a scale, honestly, like 1 to 10, I am just going to give it right now like about a 6, just because I don't completely hate it, but I don't love it. And actually I think 6 is like pretty damn good. For normally I would go lower than a 5. But yeah, guys, that is it for this review. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have tried this concealer out, please let me know in the comments below how you guys like it and what shade did you guys pick up. Maybe I need to get like a darker one. I don't know. But let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys on the next video very soon. Mwah. Bye, guys.